stop everything. If you were about to pull the trigger on the DJI Avata 2, or if you just bought an Insta360 camera, you need to cancel that order immediately. For months, the drone world has been dead silent. No leaks, no rumors, just absolute radio silence. But that silence has just been broken in the most aggressive way possible. We aren't just talking about a concept anymore. We are talking about a device that is already in the hands of testers, with retail packaging leaked, and a launch window that is terrifyingly close. We are talking about the DJI Avata 360. And based on the evidence we have just received, this isn't just an upgrade, it is an entirely new category of drone that might make everything else look obsolete. Today, we are going deep into the leaked instructional videos, the 8K camera specs, the rotating lens mechanism, and the March launch date that is going to shake up the entire industry. Let's look at the timeline because it tells us a huge story. Since late last year, the usual reliable insiders were quiet. Usually, before a DJI launch, we get a slow drip feed of information. But this time, it was nothing. This usually means one of two things: either the product is delayed, or DJI has clamped down on security because the product is so revolutionary they don't want anyone to see it coming. It turns out, it was the latter. Suddenly, the floodgates have opened. The silence was broken by a massive data dump that confirms the DJI Avata 360 is real, and it is launching in March. The biggest confirmation didn't come from a blurry photo on a forum. It came from DJI's own software. Early beta testers spotted a low-resolution instructional clip inside the app code. This is the smoking gun we look for. The video explicitly shows a user how to insert and activate a completely redesigned battery into a new drone frame. While the video quality was terrible, pixelated and grainy, the details were unmistakable. This wasn't an Avata 2, and it wasn't a Mini 4. It was a slightly larger, bulkier sinew-hoop frame designed to carry something heavy. Let's analyze that battery leak because it reveals more about the drone's performance than you might think. The clip shows a flatter, more compact battery profile compared to the Avata 2's battery. Why does this matter? The Avata 2 uses a battery that slides in and locks. This new design suggests DJI is prioritizing density and thermal management. If this drone is processing 8K 360-degree video, the processor is going to get hot. A flatter battery design allows for better airflow through the chassis. Reports suggest this new battery has improved energy density, meaning despite the drone being heavier, we are still looking at a flight time in the 23 to 25-minute range. That is incredible engineering. If they can match the Avata 2's flight time while carrying dual lenses and a 360 processing chip, DJI has worked some magic. It gets even more concrete. Thanks to outlets like Quadricot News, we have seen what looks like official retail packaging. This isn't a render. This is a box sitting on a table. We also saw a leaked image of the drone displayed inside the Goggles 3 interface, positioned right next to the Avata 2. Seeing them side by side gives us the perfect size comparison. The Avata 360 is definitely larger. For a while, there was speculation that this would be a sub-250-gram drone to bypass regulations. We can now say with 99% certainty, that is unlikely. Between the dual lenses, the mechanical rotation system, and the larger battery, this will be a heavy boy. It's built for stability and image quality, not for staying under a weight limit. Now, let's talk about the feature that everyone is freaking out about, the camera. The leaks are pointing toward a dual-sensor system capable of recording 8K 360-degree video. This effectively merges a high-end 360 action camera with an FPV drone. But here is the killer feature, the switchable or rotating camera system. The rumors suggest you can physically rotate or switch the camera module. This means you can fly it in FPV mode, where the camera faces forward like a traditional drone, giving you that locked-in, high-speed feeling. But then, with a switch, you engage 360 mode. This philosophy changes how we fly. In traditional FPV, if you miss the shot, you crash or you have to fly back and try again. You have to be a good pilot to get good footage. With the Avata 360, the philosophy is fly first, reframe later. You can fly through a gap, and it doesn't matter where the drone is pointing. You can capture the entire environment in 8K. In post-production, you can pan the camera down to see the river below, pan up to see the trees, or even reverse the angle to see yourself flying the drone. This opens up FPV to millions of people who aren't professional pilots. You just need to fly the path, the framing happens on your computer. Stabilization is critical here. If you have ever edited 360 footage, you know that shaky footage ruins the stitching. DJI is reportedly introducing a new stabilization algorithm specifically tuned for reframed 360 content. This will likely be superior to Rocksteady, acting more like a 3-axis mechanical gimbal simulation in software. On the transmission side, we are looking at O4 transmission. This is the same system in the Air 3 and Mini 4 Pro, which means rock-solid connections, 10-bit color transmission to your goggles, and compatibility with the existing Goggles 3. There is even chatter about a real-time reframe preview in the goggles, allowing you to see what the 360 camera is seeing in a flat view while you fly. So, when can you buy it? The leaks are specific, March launch for China, with the global release likely following a few weeks later in April. Pricing is always tricky with leaks, but we can make an educated guess. The Chinese pricing has leaked for the bundle options, and if we convert and add taxes, we are likely looking at a price point higher than the Avata 2. This is a premium tool. Expect the Fly More combo with the Goggles 3 to sit in the premium bracket, possibly pushing toward the price of a Mavic 3 Classic. You aren't just buying a drone, you are buying a drone plus a cinema-grade 360 camera. This brings us to the ultimate question: should you buy the Avata 2 now, or wait for the Avata 360? If you want pure, raw agility and you want to fly through tiny gaps in an abandoned building, the Avata 2 is still king. It's lighter, smaller, and more durable for crashes. But if you are a creator, a filmmaker, or someone who wants to make cinematic content without spending years learning to fly manual acro mode, the Avata 360 is the dream machine. It gives you a safety net. You can't frame a shot wrong if you capture every angle at once. The quiet phase is done. The leaks are flowing, the timing lines up, and the hardware is in the wild. The DJI Avata 360 doesn't feel like a distant rumor anymore, it feels imminent. It feels like the next big leap in FPV. We will be covering every single update as we get closer to that March date, so you don't miss the official drop. If you are excited about 8K 360 drones, hit that like button so I know to make more updates like this. Subscribe and hit the bell icon so you are the first to know when the official specs drop. Let me know in the comments, would you trust a 360 drone, or do you prefer the traditional camera? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.